My teenage stepdaughter sold my late grandmother's ring and bragged to her friends that I'd never figure it out. But I did, and when I gave out to her, she said in the fakest tone ever, "I said I'm sorry. Can we drop it now?" I just stared at her, because if she wanted to play the petty game, I was more than ready. I told my stepdaughter she could use my family heirloom for a TikTok, and discovered a truth about her I wasn't ready for. It had been in my family for 3 generations. My grandmother used to joke that if I ever found a man like my grandfather who put that ring on her finger the day he came back from the war, I should use it too. It wasn't just jewelry to me, it was legacy. And when I reconnected with Andrew, it felt like fate. We'd dated in college, broken up when our careers split us across the country. 20 years later, we found each other again. Divorced, older, but still drawn to each other. He proposed to me on top of Mount Kilimanjaro with that very ring, and I cried way harder than I expected. Life was perfect, except for one thing. Andrew's 2 daughters, Sophie, who was seemingly sweet and warm to me, and Madison, the blunt 16-year-old who made it clear from the beginning that I wasn't welcome in her home. She rolled her eyes at every compliment I gave, made snide comments about my clothes, and when I brought cupcakes to her school fundraiser, she threw them away and told people I was just a wannabe Pinterest mom. Still, I tried. I wanted us to be a family. I took her shopping, helped with school applications. Even when she said I was trying too hard, I didn't give up. A month before prom, she was venting about her dress. The one she wanted was out of her budget. Her father told her she'd need to pay the difference herself. She pouted, slammed doors, and said it was unfair that I had money, but never offered to help. One night, she came into the living room, teary-eyed, holding the ring box of my grandmother's ring. "Can I wear it for a TikTok trend?" she asked. "I promise I'll be careful." It was the first time she'd ever looked vulnerable. She even called me by my name instead of step monster. So I took it off my finger and said yes. She seemed so happy, hugging me tightly and telling me thank you over and over. She even got me takeout that night. I thought it was so sweet. Like that one simple action was about to snowball into a great bond. But of course it wasn't that simple, because the next morning it was nowhere to be found. Madison cried, saying she misplaced it. I searched everywhere for it, but Andrew barely blinked. "It's just a ring," he said. "I can get you another one." But it wasn't just a ring. I sat on the bathroom floor that night, holding the empty velvet box, staring at it until the light hurt my eyes. I was sad, distraught, crushed. But then 3 days later, I heard Madison laughing on the phone. "Yeah, she totally bought it. Stupid cow probably thinks it's sentimental. I sold it yesterday." I didn't move, and then she said it. "I'm gonna look so hot in this dress, worth every penny." I remember freaking out. No way had she sold my ring to afford her dress. Wanting to be sure, I tore her room apart after she left for school, and there I found the receipt in her wastebasket. It was for a ring sold to a local pawn shop. I broke down sobbing. Andrew came upstairs and saw me, and I immediately showed it to him. But Andrew just sighed. "She's just a kid. She stole from me in the past. She didn't mean to." Yes, she did. We argued for an hour until I realized he wouldn't help, so I went to the pawn shop alone. The guy remembered her, said she called herself Madison Delancey. He handed me the transaction receipt and told me the ring was already gone. Sold. Nothing he could do unless it was reported stolen. I nodded, thanked him, and left. That's when my plan began. I went to the boutique where Madison's dress was being altered, told them I was there to pick it up, used her full name and order number. The clerk didn't even question it, handed it over in a garment bag. I brought it home, hung it neatly in the closet. Then I called the school and volunteered to chaperone prom. Said I was a step-parent, had event experience, happy to help. They were thrilled. The day before prom, Madison tore through the house, screaming, cursing, "Where's my dress?" She turned the place upside down, thinking someone had stolen it. Had a meltdown so loud the neighbors peeked out. In the end, she had to buy one off the rack. It didn't fit quite right, bunched in some places, loose in others. Still, she tried to carry herself like a queen. But then prom night came.